My name is Brittany Johnson. I'm a kinesiology major.
Hi, my name is Kianna Tarrant, and I'm a sophomore kinesiology major.
Hey, I'm Elizabeth Bell. I'm a second-year kinesiology major, and today we are here with Miss Professor Jensen. She's the director of the aquatics department at Hampton University.
In addition to that, she also teaches CPR and first aid and also teaches lifeguard classes here as well.
So we just wanted to ask you a few questions, get to know you a little bit. First, we just want to find out, how did you get into aquatics?
I would like to say that I've been involved in aquatics my entire life. I was very fortunate. The neighborhood I grew up in had a swimming pool in my neighborhood, so I had continuous access to the swimming pool in the summertime, and essentially the lifeguard was my role model. The lifeguard was my hero. So that was what I wanted to do. So as I went to college on a basketball scholarship, I got my lifeguard certification, and the basketball didn't work out for me, so I got into aquatics, started off as a lifeguard, and continued to accrue certifications and experience, and took a 4-year hiatus from academics and went back to school to get my undergraduate, because I felt like in order to be successful in aquatics I needed my undergraduate. So I finished my undergraduate when I was 27 and continued on and got my master's. And when I was getting my master's, I had the opportunity to teach at Christopher Newport University as an adjunct professor, and that's when I fell in love with the collegiate academic environment, and said my dream job would be to be a full-time professor as well as director of aquatics. And so later down the road, the position came open at Hampton University, and voila, my dream came true.
Sounds like the perfect fairy tale. But also, we all know that the Hampton University kinesiology majors is required that they take intermediate as well as beginning swim. What do they have to do in both of these courses?
Essentially, both classes are designed so that somebody that has never been in the water before can start off at beginning swimming, develop their skills as well as their comfort level, and upon successful completion of beginning swimming, be able to transition into intermediate swimming. So once they're in intermediate swimming, they're introduced to the 4 competitive swimming strokes as well as the 2 resting strokes, as well as treading water. So essentially, upon successful completion of intermediate swimming, students, kinesiology majors, are not only are they swimmers, but they're very knowledgeable of the aquatic environment, which I feel is very important going into the field of kinesiology, because aquatic therapy continues to boom, continues to become very, very popular. So I think it's a trend that's just going to continue to grow. So I feel like Hampton University not only addressing the issue of increasing the number of African American swimmers, but also to, I don't know how many other collegiate programs require that, so that when a kinesiology major graduates from Hampton University, they will be well versed to or be comfortable to work in an aquatic environment such as water therapy with the patient for physical therapy.
Okay, that's great, Ms. Jensen.
Our next question for you is, you said that you see aquatics being a futuristic type of therapy for rehab. In what ways do you think it helps? Like, how effective is it?
Absolutely positively that aquatics will continue to be a part of therapy. Already, for instance, CHKD, Children's Hospitals of the King's Daughter, their Newport News location, they have a therapy pool that they use for treatment for patients at CHKD. Larger universities, there's what's called a hydro pool, which is a small body of water, and they're able to control the water flow as well as control the depth of the water so that athletes can rehab in that. A lot of the hospitals are partnering with recreation centers that have pools, or hospitals are building their own recreation facility that has swimming pools. So the nice thing about the water is the different water temperatures can be beneficial to rehab, and the deeper the water, the less weight it is on the joint. So again, same thing, depending on what the injury is, what the goal of the rehabilitation is, you can control how much weight is put upon that joint. So the same thing with water temperature. For instance, National Swimming Pool Foundation has funded research over the past 10 years that have found that cardiac rehab in warmer temperatures being defined as something in a hot tub, 100 degrees to 104 degrees, that it's very good for cardiac rehab as well as cardiac output. It lowers the blood pressure. So again, it's a wide open field that I think is just going to continue to grow and continue to get better and more diverse.
When you're here at the pool throughout the days, do you often see athletes coming here doing exercises? And if they are doing the exercises for rehab, do you know of any that you particularly know of that they do in the pool that helps them a lot?
Yes, well, it's great timing that y'all are here. Right behind us is the track team that they're doing rehab, and I don't know so much, some of it's rehab, some of it's just some cross training, because obviously the running, the pounding on the road, the pounding of the joints, the athletic trainers have started bringing in football players for rehabilitation as well. They put them in the deep water to do deep water running. The only drawback of aquatic rehab is you don't get the same high cardiac intensity that you would actual running, but the trade-off is that you don't have the pounding on the joints. So again, same thing, you could put a jog belt on and go into water where your feet won't touch and there's no pressure whatsoever on your joints, or you can go into shallower water where you're actually touching and you do get some impact on the joints.
Okay, well, thank you. Got a lot of insight.
We greatly appreciate your time. One last question. So, you would overall recommend any athlete or any person with any type of injuries to do water aerobics? It really strengthens any...
Absolutely, positively. And even if they're not injured, for cross-training, for instance, right behind us, Benita, she's a track athlete. She took beginning swimming as part of her major, and the semester that she took beginning swimming, which was last spring semester, she went to nationals and placed at nationals. And I'd like to think that it was from the beginning swimming, and she'll say it as well, but I feel like swimming is great cross-training, as well as, again, for flexibility, to balance out the muscles that are used for other sports.
Well, it all sounds good. We greatly appreciate your time, and
good luck this year.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks. Good luck to y'all. I appreciate y'all. Good job. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.